Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Fascist Ireland. Now it's been a few days since I played, so I'm going to reacquaint myself with what's going on. We're pushing into Canada and we're coming up north through Mexico. Alright, well let's get this thing started. Don't remember if I was doing anything in particular with my dockyards, probably waiting on a new technology. We'll go ahead and check that. We are getting the sub-4s at some point, and some atomic research, so those are some good places to start. Now this is just a disaster. The supplies up here are just so bad, like, I don't even know how I'm going to push in here. It's just sort of, it's not good. And this is slowing, because for similar reasons our supplies are low. It might be an alright idea to do like a transport higher up, but they don't really have any ports that I would want to take. I could take one in the United States, but I think that would get rebuffed pretty quickly. I'm hoping the pure numbers of men I have here is what's going to guide me to victory through this. Or, you know, we got a seam right here. They're low on supplies. We're low on supplies. Man, how are we going to get more in there? We're still working on infrastructure down here, which is going to be pretty vital. I wish it would finish a little bit quicker. There's not much we can do about that. For some reason we don't have any naval bases here. That could explain a significant amount. There were before. Maybe they're damaged? I don't know. Assembly line production, very good. It is 44, so we're going to continue on. I think I like flexible line because I still am updating things, and that allows us to retain some of the previous, basically, production efficiency we had before. Now this should be a good hold there. This might be exactly what we needed here. So we've got him attacking there. That guy's transferring back around the line. But, say he was able to do something like this, I think we'd be in much better shape. And our line is going to spread out. We're going to have less people clumped in the same location. The United States is reinforcing down here. But that guy probably strategically redeployed, so he was out of organization by the time he got it. We can modify our government. We are doing some of this, so let's go naval bomber, or probably the fighters make sense. I do like the naval bombers, though. We do have planes in reserve, or we could move our... Whoa, okay. That's unfortunate. That was a nice push. I probably could have done a little bit more in that situation, but I think we can hold this. So they'll get there. Keep doing their mission. They should be a little bit closer now, so I think things are going to work out a little better for them. Boy, I really wish that hadn't gotten pushed back. Okay, we got our atomic research. Let's do this so we can start getting our atomic production up. Even that push should be alright. I just want to take more ports. I need more supply. And the United States is still seeing some of my ships up through here, so I think it might not be a bad idea to have a look at our navies and see if there's any we can split. Now, I don't know that that'll be the case, but if we can find one that's fairly chunky, like this 61 fleet here, we can go ahead. I don't think we can't split them at sea, so we tell them to redock. Hopefully that's not all the way back, which probably it is. Currently docked? Oh, you're in combat. Some Mexican convoys. I would like to make sure that finishes before we move from the area, just because I'd rather know for sure that I've got this fleet split and reassigned than just assume everything's fine. And it might not be a bad idea to get a little route through here. I really want this mid-Atlantic, because that's where my tanks are coming across and got crushed. So like Atlantic Ridge, mid-Atlantic, or, you know, some combination over here. Okay, so these can be split. Split the fleet in half. We're gonna do this one first, and they're gonna do, I guess, convoy rating. Something like that. And then the other half of the fleet, let's make sure they are here. And will they continue this mission? Let's see what's happening. Oh, we got the sub 4s, so this will be good for them as well. Let's go to our production. And grab these sub 3 production lines, make them sub 4s. Should I have any others than that? I could probably just do this. Not quite what I thought. Okay, convoy. We have okay, so that's our one line of them. That'll be fine. They'll still redeploy necessarily. Let's make sure that we do grab the secondary navy. Make sure they're doing what I have intended for them. So these guys are, okay, that's been assigned. That must be this one. Let's look at this and check these guys. Okay, well, that should be fine. Maybe something like that. Should at least protect our supplies a little bit better. We do have some research that I can reassign. Probably carrier 4s. I'd like to roll into that as well. We have had a naval battle back here. I'm fine with that. That seems positive. Okay. So we did reestablish this little foothold here. We should start pumping in our supplies. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's just really hard to fight without supplies. It makes the whole operation, I don't know, slowed significantly. But we are pushing the Mexican force back. This has made little progress, but once we control enough of it, I'm going to upgrade our infrastructure. Now this seems to be a fairly large area. I think it goes all the way through here in the Quebec zone. Got an ace pilot, I don't mind that at all. What do we got going on here? Ships on low strength. Ooh, I almost lost one of my battleship 3s. That would have been unfortunate. They must have encountered something fairly strong of the American Navy. What do we got here? Some convoys. Always like that. Ooh, I did lose a battleship 3 at the eastern seaboard from their naval bombers, I think. Okay, this push. I don't know if we're moving in on that or what. I really could use more decryption. Is that gonna make it all out there? Yeah, it did. That's good. Let's see how close we are to another line of battleships. We'll only make this last carrier 3, and then I'm gonna switch the production on it. Battleship 3s seem pretty solid for now until I get to the super heavy level. Let's see what we are low on. We need, what is this, oil? There's not really that many great options, so I guess I'm gonna have to hold off for now, which is gonna hamper our production of a few things, but gotta work with it. Things aren't perfect, we're at war. Okay. I do like the progress that's happening down here. That makes me feel better, because the Canadian push is gonna take forever, and sometimes these mountains can too. Let's go ahead and move this to the top. Like that. The airport in Labrador, that's... Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Iceland, Greenland, Newfoundland, let's go that. Alright. push won't succeed. Having this port has been big, though. Because not only does it give me supplies, it cuts theirs off. Okay, so we are pushing. It's going to take a while. Especially when your allies land on an area without a port. I guess it belongs to me now? I could maybe pull something cheeky and get them a naval base there before they give out? I wouldn't mind that. Then they might be encouraged to send more. That movement is happening. This battle is not exactly too favorable. We are losing some of the attrition. Okay, that's another port in our favor. And if we're controlling these sea zones as well as I'd like to be, I think we're going to be pretty safe. Looks like they've got... Ooh. I don't like that quite as good. It's just patrolling about there? Ugh. I'm gonna still hold out for a little bit, especially if I can get him that port. It's always kind of fun to have these two open wars in different locations because I'm scrolling back and forth, and it keeps it a little more entertaining for myself to be able to switch between things. Okay. I am a little worried about their navy at the moment because our main fleet is not involved. Ooh. Okay. So it might not be a bad idea, because I think the force size that they are throwing at me is smaller than it used to be, because I've broken up some of their bigger ones. I'm going to grab this fleet, and I'm going to go ahead and split the fleet. So I got 3 carriers, a couple battleships. Okay, so these guys are going to stay off of the coast there still. I'm going to do... that's fine. Which one's damaged? This one's damaged. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll have this as like kind of a home fleet. Have them patrol. Something like that. Did we lose all the subs out here? That would be a good thing to know. So I'm not seeing it marked off anymore. Then these guys patrol, and then you definitely just keep patrolling the same regions ahead. Newfoundland wouldn't be a bad idea, but for now we'll just stick with this. Maybe my other option is I grab my navy here, or excuse me, my air force here, and put up a force of a couple hundred naval bombers and have them on mission western approaches doing naval strikes. So that'll help a little bit. If I can grab my other airport and do a wing of the fighters, preferably fighter 2s, I guess. You know, we'll do that for now. I want to bring that up to probably 200 some, and then assign them over here to do air superiority, so we can make sure that if the carriers do have airplanes, we can eliminate them a little bit better. Ooh, that's looking like a beauty here. Maintain everything. And I'm going to need all this for when I do the push into America, so it's going to be good to build up that. Okay, that's continuing well. They still haven't got their reinforcement dock yet, which is making me nervous, because I don't think they can hold out for too much longer. That'll be done... Ooh, I don't know if they can all that off. They're under attack right now, so I can't continue to build there. Ah, look at this. Very good. I think I have this northern area defended well enough, now that I have this other fleet here, that I should be able to grab these 5 tanks that are in now and apply them to this one, which I believe is, which front is this? This is purple. So we'll give them to purple and assign them here. So once we get moving, we can start using some tanks in the north as well. Yeah, they've taken off. We're still patrolling. Got some subs going. Okay. Just want to make sure that we can maintain this offensive. And if their navy really takes advantage of us, that's just not going to happen. Let's be honest. This is, however, going to happen, probably either way. It would be nice, probably, to take out Panama, but I would have to push through this, because I don't really feel like doing a naval invasion. I never got my marine tech. Didn't think I'd need it. It's probably short-sighted of me, but... what else can we do about this situation? Naval bases... move more naval up here. And that'll be at the bottom of the list, but it'll finish eventually. I think this war will take long enough that that might come in handy. Okay, that's improving. Let's see what we can do here. We still can't put infrastructure in. That's already up to 10, so that's certainly going to help. So these guys aren't even attritioned. Should be good, because they can come into the fight when everyone else is weakened. I would like to get Quebec built up a little bit. Just a little bit. I was going to say that's definitely not my tanks. That's one of the Italian ones that was given to us. Let's see if we can find one of mine. It's a decent weapon, a little medium tank there. Alright, so purple, are you on aggressive or maybe conservatively moving? Which is probably, honestly, fine. Wouldn't want to overextend and get surrounded. Once again, these will just be at the bottom, but as everything else finishes, we're going to be happy to have it. Looks like the Allied invasion, or excuse me, not the Allies, but my allies, has been repulsed, which isn't good. Because now they're going to try to come through my lands, and I can't really afford that. Soon, maybe. But for now, that didn't happen. Now, Mexico has a few victory points that are further up. Not many, just little ones at ports and stuff, I think. So, I think taking Mexico City will be pretty much all we need. Let's see. That's fine. Interceptor. Focus. Let's see. What's this? Insufficient. Unfulfilled, rather. Okay, so they are sinking some of our convoys along the way. We still have 1,000 convoys. I think we're going to be alright. Ooh, what happened here? Interesting. Ooh. Does that mean I lost all those tanks? Or at least one unit of them, didn't I? Yeah, yeah. That's a bummer. Okay, so let's get naval bomber carrier variants. Let's switch our production of the basic ones. If I even have any left in the queue. Yeah, I do. Naval bomber carrier. Okay, so that'll get up and running fairly soon. This has been pretty successful. We got rid of some cruisers. Splitting fleet might not have been best for me, but we're gonna see what we can do. Oh, beautiful. Got our blitzkrieg going. That's gonna help our tanks. That gives us some organization and recovery rate, as well as on the mechanized, which is part of our tank division as well. This gotta go for that. That seems really solid. Nuclear reactors will be done fairly soon, so I can start building those in Russia. Okay, do we own enough yet? We do. Awesome. That's super valuable. Happy to have it. Okay. And I wonder if it wouldn't be... Well, we do have this airport here. Only 200 fighters in it. I could always increase that. I think I will. It's a pretty big airfield. Set the limit to that. They've got a huge amount of fighters right now up here. So hopefully we can start filling this in and push that number down a little bit. The air superiority disadvantage is fairly strong. Now, we are stalling out a little bit here. Just need to get the organization back up for a lot of this. So, ideally, that'll start happening. I don't think I need infrastructure necessarily in Newfoundland. Just put it down to 1. It's probably plenty where it's at. I don't plan on doing too much through there. The airport in Labrador. Sure, that's fine. I just keep growing. I do have a bunch of planes going up there. I'm just so significantly outnumbered there that more would only benefit us, I think. So what if we attack there and have this unit transfer up through here? We might be able to make a little bit of a push. It's going to extend our line, but any push is a good push. We are being blocked here momentarily. I think the Mexican troop will get there before we do. Maybe not. He's decided to change directions. I'll take it. Ooh, oh, we just lost a tank unit there. Is that what's been happening to him? How is that happening? Just low health? I thought the mechanized would take care of that. It's probably mountain fighting. There's probably a number of reasons for it. Alright. I don't see why not. Might as well start on nuclear bombs. And then we'll build some nuclear reactors in Russia. Just so we can get the production going pretty quick on those. Once we get things sorted.